Check the calendar, it's March, which means it's that time of the year again in the Call of Duty cycle, and I'm here to take advantage of provide you guys with some rumors in the Call of Duty news of the week. Call of Duty 2016's title has been a topic hotter than the pic that Kim Kardashian tweeted during the International Women's Day. First, we saw a UK magazine write an article about Ghost 2, which some people think they accidentally let the cat out of the bag. I know that most people just read the title of the article and head right into the comment section without reading the substance of it, but in the guts it is clearly someone hypothesizing the title based on the previous game without any evidence to the contrary. Then another leak sprang from a source that's gotten shit right in the past, so obviously that gives them free reign for those fountain of youth searchers to believe it. It said, quote, Activision plans on bringing Skylanders at launch to the NX along with the next Call of Duty game called Bloodlines in fall of 2016. Considering that the last Call of Duty game that was on a Nintendo system was Ghost back before the now-gen consoles even existed, I don't even believe the premise of the leak, so why the fuck would they call the game Bloodlines considering that nobody gave a shit about the family in the Ghost campaign anyways? Now for an actual bombshell amidst all of this conjecture, a new job listing appeared on the Activision website recently for a product management director. The first two bullets of the job description include, quote, independently lead COD Online entry into new markets and, quote, establish a functioning COD Online analytical pipeline. New markets for Call of Duty Online? Could this be that my dream is finally coming to fruition, that COD Online will be ported over to the West? For those that don't know, Call of Duty Online is a free-to-play Call of Duty game that's released on PC in China only. It's kind of like a greatest hits sort of game combining Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops all into one game, maps, guns, perks, score streaks, all that shit. But it also has elements from MW3, which includes some of the maps, and Black Ops 2, Toughness, and the Hunter-Killer Drone. And the game is updated monthly to always add in new beepity-bops. This is the game that the fanbase has been clamoring for. Why would Infinity Ward not deliver, considering that the game was made by Raven Software, which is underneath the umbrella of Infinity Ward? I could also potentially see them just releasing this game on PC with a new game being brought to both consoles and PC. Either way, this is awesome for PC gamers, and this is also huge potential news about the next upcoming game, which will definitely have gameplay revealed at the upcoming E3 event in June at the PlayStation booth. This means that YouTubers can still speculate and view horror for another 3 months of bringing in idiots that want to have news about a game that they can't even play nor purchase yet. And speaking of purchasing, being that the gameplay will be revealed at the PlayStation booth most likely means another exclusivity deal for the platform, so keep that in mind. Now on to some Black Ops 3 news. This weekend, Treyarch is putting in the aptly named Bribe supply drop in rotation just for the weekend, which costs 60 crypto keys or 300 Call of Duty points if you want to line Von Har's pockets for another car. This supply drop variant guarantees a specialist item, of course, because that's what everyone is hoping to get in their supply drops, right? Not the weapons that weren't given out to the Season Pass owners because Activision is spelled with a dollar sign. It also gives increased chances for Legendary and Epic, but that's so cryptic and slot machine-esque that even Trump could prevent a casino of that kind from going bankrupt with that payout model. People, the word bribe is even in the title of the supply drop. They're not even trying to disguise the fact that they're money-hungry whores. And finally, some updates that were released for Black Ops 3, but since everything is usually done in hotfixes, it's about as transparent as the process for picking a Supreme Court nominee. The latest update nerfs the MR6 since Von didn't anticipate people with trigger fingers better than him because all the ladies love that about him, if you catch my drift. But the nerf isn't too severe. This is a Treyarch game after all, so all the pistols are as good as the primaries. And the hotfix also included, quote, bugs fixes for anti-up, safeguard robot weapon pickups, and prone players, which means absolutely nothing unless you explain what the bugs for these things are for. Does that mean that prone players get kicked out of lobbies? I think that would make all of us happy. There was, however, a recent patch which explained in great detail some of the fixes that were in it. They include adding ricochet damage to care package owners and players planting or defusing bombs in hardcore. So yes, Von, situationally adding ricochet damage does defeat the purpose of the hardcore mode. Just make it so that it always has ricochet damage. You're responsible for your own fucking shot. Don't pull the trigger, idiot. Also fixed for various map exploits and matchmaking tweaks for arena such that party members don't end up on opposite teams. Because that only happens arena mode, right? Right? The ICR was buffed again to reduce recoil, even though the thing shoots straighter than the honky tonk man. You're only going to get that joke if you're a wrestling fan. If you wanted a laser gun, you could have definitely have gone that route instead because it's a futuristic fucking shooter. Lastly, support was added for a live event viewer to allow players to watch the Call of Duty World League games from the main menu. Even though the now-gen consoles have options to watch Twitch on the dashboard, which you think they'd pimp out to inflate their overall numbers, they keep giving functionality that 1, fans don't want, and 2, do more to hurt than help. Speaking of more hurting than helping, the G-Slide won't be coming back, as Von stated on Twitter, due to having other consequences, such as making the game faster paced than a passive shooter. Anyways, that's going to do it for the Call of Duty news of the week. I'm almost T. Martin level excited for Call of Duty Online to come to new markets, hopefully here in the West. What about you guys? guys, I've been The Schlons27, out like Duke in the ACC tournament. Until next time.